I'm going to do a review on some popular tires for the BMW 1200 GS. This is the tire, the Michelin Anakee 3, which I've got many miles out of. I've had 2 or 3 sets of these. This one's all worn out now. That's why it's got the flat crown on the top. But it's been a really great tire. The problem with that tire, from my opinion, is it is pretty noisy on the road. Not new, but as it starts wearing down, and then as it wears out, then it gets quiet again. So that's a common problem I've heard, which I have personal experience. I put on the TKC80, and I'm going to give that a try. It's still got the little knobs on it. I've only ridden probably 10 miles. So I'm going to try that out today and see how that feels, I guess, compared to the Anakee. Then, since I have a brand new tire and I want an apples to apples comparison, I'm going to install today the Mitas E07 and compare these two tires to see what they're like for general pavement use, as well as some dirt use, fire road if you will, as well as I'm going to pay attention to the noise level. On the back, I've installed already the Mitas E07, and there's the description of it. I could say that I have ridden with the Michelin Anakee 3 on the back, as well as with this for a few miles, and it was strange. But once I put the Mitas new tire on the back, it seemed to level out as far as the response of the bike. And the description when I say strange is my Michelin had worn down and the center had a real flat spot in it. So going down the road, it wanted to track straight, and this tire, being the crown that it is, it wanted to quickly fall off of one side or the other. And it was real twitchy, real super responsive. Made the front end feel real light. I wasn't sure if I liked that. But once I put on that brand new tire on the back and went for a ride, again a short ways, immediately I could tell there was a difference. Not because of this tire making a change, but because of the rear tire had a crown to it instead of a flat spot. So, in summary, we're going to try out these 3 tires, which I've already got the Anakee 3 tested out. And I'm going to see how they work out for traction, response, and noise level. And that's coming up. Alright, we're going to head up this hill here that has some twisties to it, and we'll run into some dirt. And be a first test. so I gave that a test. I can tell you from comparing, obviously, the Navi TKC80 compared to the Anakee 3, which comes stock on a lot of the GS's now. Wow, what a difference on the fire road. No surprise there. And I'll let this truck go on by here so we don't have to listen to that. So let's pick up where we left off. I was telling you that the front tire obviously feels more planted on this hard, compact dirt road. And I can say that the TKC80 is a fantastic tire on dirt, as well as the Mitas E07 on the back. Sound-wise, I'm going to try to get some sound coming on the road, on the pavement down below. So that's what we're going to try next. Okay, I'm going to get up to speed, and we're making a comparison here. I just got me sitting on my tank bag. So we're getting ready to change a tire. I'm going to switch these two. Just one last look at what we're going to compare. A couple notes I would make is the bike with the current setup of the TKC80 and the Mitas E07 is the bike is it feels very light. Like I say, I've had the Anakee 3s on, I think 3 sets now, and whether I have them on brand new or otherwise, the combination with the, I guess, the dual sport aggressive tires definitely makes the bike feel, I don't know, 100 pounds lighter. It's quite shocking, actually. I'm not quite sure how that feels on the road because I'm not used to it. In some ways I like it, in other ways it's I'm just not used to it, I guess. But on the dirt road, that same action shows up where the bike doesn't feel 100 pounds heavier either. It feels lighter on the dirt. So it's time to change tires and give us a good comparison of apples to apples with a brand new front tire and with a Mitas rear brand new as well. Alright, we're ready to put in the new tire. Bike is prepped. Let's get to it. So we did a little balance work on this, and I've got some of these custom weights, different sizes. It's worth the money ordering these. They're not stick-ons, they're Allen screws. But when it's perfectly balanced, you can turn the wheel and it'll just stop wherever you stop it. It's not going to want to go back. So that's balanced. We're ready to install it. It's the second time because I put it on the first time without balancing it. Installed, ready to go, and give it another whirl. Alright, I've got some first impressions already on the Mitas E07 front tire. Within the first 200 feet, I could tell the difference between that tire and the TKC80. Much more planted, less twitchy, and as I rode down the road, get to the spot here where we're going to repeat our dirt road excursion, no doubt the tire felt very confidence inspiring. I really liked it. I've already been down a stretch that we're going to do again for testing out the quietness of the tire. It's quieter. There was a little bit of whirring noise, but both of them aren't bad. This was less. Less vibration too in the handlebars or the grips at a certain speed. So that's, I guess, normal too. But nevertheless, it is less vibration. I like the tire. We're going to find out how it works on the dirt road here as we head up that direction. I'm impressed. Great tire, totally confidence inspiring on the dirt road with the hard pack and the loose. I would give it equal at least to the TKC80. Hard to tell in this short part of a ride, and more versatility of terrain, but no doubt it's great on the pavement, and no doubt that it's great on the hard pack, fire road, washboard, loose stuff. So I've come to conclusion, at least as far as this part of the video, that the TKC80 is great off-road. It's fine on the pavement. However, what I don't like about it is it's twitchy. Now I understand that once the center knobs wear down and flatten out a bit, it has less of a desire to wander off of the center line and wanting to quickly fall into your corner. It no doubt wants to respond quickly on its own. It wants to fall into the corners much more severe, where the Mitas E07 does not. It stays consistent down the center. It's very predictable on its roll. So on the pavement, it definitely wins over, and on the off-road, at least for the kind of terrain that I'll be exposing myself to, it's equal to the TKC80, those two tires. So let's go find out if I can give a little bit of audio on the Mitas tire to see if it shows up on the video. I want to give an example of what the road that we're riding on here is like in a closer view, since it's going fast. You can see that it's loose. You got potholes everywhere. So it's a good test for fire road material anyway. You can see the condition of the road. Typical fire road mess. It's hard to probably see in the camera, but it's not your street riding kind of a road. So that's what we're testing out these tires on here. More samples of the fire road. Alright, we're going to do the sound test again. We'll jump her up to 60 and then coast. This tire is the tire of choice for me now. Good for the road, highway, good for slow, good for high speed. It's smooth, it's predictable on the pavement as well as the dirt. It's all good. All right, TKC80, great tire. Mitas E07, great tire. Actually, the Anakee 3 set were great tires as well, but not off-road. I know they're 90-10. I wouldn't even give them a 10 that's comfortable, even though I'm a dirt rider. If you air them down, they're pretty good on the gravel and dirt, but there's no comparison of the confidence that you inspire with these tires, which makes sense. But for an all-around tire, I'm going to recommend these tires. So I thought I'd give just a recap here of these three tires as we have already reviewed. This is what it looks like installed, switched between the TKC and the Mitas. This tire here is, because of the yellow line, you can see both tires in the front and the rear have that. That's the Dakar version. They have a heavier sidewall. Most definitely noticeable when you go to install it. It's a lot tougher to install. This TKC80 was quite easy to install. I was surprised. There's a big difference between these two tires if you ever had to do it in the field. I think it's an important note for those who want to use tubes. Getting that tire on and off, if you need to do that in the field, that's a big difference. Other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Another ride over here, which is the dirt bike version. Meaning, for those of us who are dirt bikers, we know what the KTM 500 is like and what you need to do in the trails as far as your capabilities, and what this thing can do off-road as well. So I think I got a little bit of credentials to make a review of the tires for off-road. Alright, thanks for listening to the review, and hopefully that's going to be some reference of your decision making that might be helpful in a realistic terms rather than just reading about it.